In 1982, America walked into a bar. At this Boston watering hole, we met its regulars, its employees, and its owner, former Red Sox pitcher Sam Malone, a man with impressive stats, both at Fenway and on the road.
Are you for real?
I've been asked that question many times, and by women a lot more naked than you.
The following year, Mayday Malone slumped against rookie Diane Chambers.
You honestly believe you were happier before you met me than you are now?
Hell yes! I mean, how do you think it feels to be attracted to someone that makes you sick?
By 1986, it looked like it might be all over for Playboy Sam.
Oh, Diane, will you marry me?
No.
But against incredible odds, Sammy made a comeback.
How do you do?
By 1990, he had recaptured the form of his youth.
You know why we're not conceiving? You're too mean to me.
No, I'm not mean. I'm perfectly nice. I just think you're shooting blanks, pal.
Let's face it, everybody. In America, in the 1990s, there are no heroes anymore.
Hey, guys!
Now,
I'd like you to meet my date.
Sam Malone is back. But tonight, the fate of Carla, Cliff, Woody, Rebecca, Frazier, Norm, and Sam hangs in the balance as the cast of Cheers faces their final challenge at a place where everybody knows your name. The sun is setting, and here at Paramount Studios Stage 25, the crowd is waiting to be let in. We're only minutes away from the final episode of Cheers. Hi, I'm Bob Costas, coming to you from our broadcast booth, not so high above a very familiar locale. Right now, all is quiet, but soon this studio will be packed with people and emotion. Television history is being made here tonight as the cast of Cheers takes the stage for the last time. It's been an amazing run. Consider the stats. 275 episodes, 11 seasons, 26 Emmys, and a record 111 nominations. And it's all come down to tonight. The last episode of Cheers, a major television milestone. This is the Super Bowl of comedy, with one major exception. We think they'll be laughing in Buffalo. So belly up and join us as we look back on 11 great seasons and look forward to tonight's big event, Last Call, at a place called Cheers.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Hello? Sam? Are you Sam? Someone named Vicky. I'm sorry, I was wrong. He had to step out. Where? He had to go to mime class. Yes, I'll take a message. You're welcome.
Well,
You're a magnificent pagan beast.
thanks. What's the message?
So that's the way it started. September 30th, 1982. A girl met a guy in a bar. Cheers went on to become one of the most popular and critically acclaimed shows in history. We asked America, what makes Cheers so special?
It's a great romantic comedy.
Cheers was so special because it was the show right before Wings.
And I think any show in the same spot would have done just as well.
Because of the writing of the program, because of the storylines that every week, it's always fresh.
Plus, it's funny as hell.
I'm going to read to you Dickens' classic, A Tale of Two Cities, and you will see just how much fun great literature can be.
Oh, man.
Book the first. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Wait, whoa. Which was it?
Just stay tuned, North. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief. It was the epoch of incredulity.
Boy, this Dickens guy really liked to keep his butt covered, didn't he?
There was a king with a large jaw and a queen with a plain face on the throne of England. And there was a bloodthirsty clown who beckoned innocent children into the sewer and swallowed them whole.
That's a neat trick.
When suddenly, an Apache attack chopper hovered above the guillotine, pumping hot lead into the crowd.
Get them frogs, huh?
As Darnay climbed into the chopper, sweat streaming from his blood-stained headband, he could be heard to mutter, "It is a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better butt-kicking I give than I have ever butt-kicked."
Now, when we started talking to people, we were surprised by the different opinions that emerged about Cheers.
I'd like to be Norm in my older age. I like to sit down in a bar and sit down and drink beer all my life.
Excuse me, I was sitting there.
Oh, there was no one here when we came in.
No, I mean yesterday. And really, since the Ford administration.
Look, there's lots of other stools.
Look, sounds good. I'm Norm.
I'm Jeffrey. This is Hillary.
Nice to meet you. What do you do, Norm?
I sit there.
Cliff is one of those guys that has the answers for everything. And I like Cliff.
Boy, this recession is hitting everybody. Well, they should have gone for the gold and gotten the security of a government job. Yeah, I tell you, I could spit on that mail and chuck it down a sewer and they couldn't fire me.
How do you know that, Mr. Clayton?
I don't. How about those Celtics, huh?
In my opinion, Woody isn't stupid. He's just childlike.
You know, Darth Vader cannot be Luke Skywalker's father. They don't have the same last name.
That's right, Woody. I'd better call out the Imperial Guard.
Stop it, Mr. Peterson. You're scaring me.
I love Carla's put-downs because she says the things that we all wish that we could say to other people.
I was raised and educated to prize truth above all else. This, from a woman wearing rubber eyelashes and a padded bra.
Many times us women think we're intellectual, but we go out at night and we act like Rebecca.
Drop your pants.
What?
You heard me, buddy. I want you.
I'm sorry, I won't do this.
Why?
Well, first of all, you've been drinking a little bit, and, you know, a gentleman has rules. And second, you're kind of repulsive right now.
Some people say that comedy is nothing but pain, but there's nothing more painful than a man and woman in love.
You always think you got to get the last one in. You go, come on, all right, fine, good. All right, please, come on, let go, come on, all right?
You first.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, now.
You're not letting go.
You're squeezing harder.
That's because you're not letting go.
I'm not letting go because you're squeezing harder.
Ow!
Come on.
This is it. We have sunk as low. Human beings that sink.
And when we come back, we'll show you the Cheers team preparing for their last hurrah, and we'll take a look at the starting lineup, so don't go away.
I'm Bill Ratcliffe.
I'm Yolanda Fernandez. Researchers are moving closer to a treatment that could actually reverse diabetes.
Join us for that story, plus meteorologist Steve Udelson's forecast and Randy Wilburn's Money Reports. It's coming up for you tomorrow morning at 6 on the News Watch 8 Morning Edition.
The big moment draws near, and as you can see, the crowd is starting to come in, and the crew is getting ready. The party behind me is made up of extras in tonight's show waiting to get to work. It looks like happy hour now, but the atmosphere was a little bit different just a few hours ago. This was the scene earlier as cast and crew went through their final run-through.
In here,
you make change. There, you make a change. So make the change. Change. Make change to make a change. Just change it!
Back to work, please.
As you can see, things were pretty tense.
Caring, supportive friend. Have you lost your frickin' mind?
Lenses everywhere.
It's not how it looks. No, really, we both have relationships outside.
This gentleman is director and co-creator Jim Burrows. He's joined by Les and Glenn Charles, the other co-creators who wrote tonight's show. The three make sure everything in the script works as planned.
What do I say now?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Ta-da. The excitement here is reaching a near fever pitch. It's almost time. Before we turn it over, here's a last look back on a most amazing 11 years.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Bars can be very sad places. Some people spend their whole lives in a bar. Just yesterday, some guy sat right here next to me for 11 hours.
All those nights when you got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel wrung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show.
I hate you with the white-hot intensity of 1,000 suns.
Somebody's cranky.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Butthead, chalk-faced bitch.
And they're always glad you came.
Oh, you must be the slut.
You wanna be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Rebecca how? Rebecca why? Rebecca who, what, where?
Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl.
I'm ashamed God made me a man.
I don't think God's doing a lot of bragging about it either.
Be glad there's one place in the world where everybody knows your name.
Strike.
Bullet head.
And they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
I hate you.
Are you as turned on as I am?
More.
Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name.
Hey, have a good life.
Have a good life?
What?
Well, that's something you say when something's over. Sam, I'm going away for 6 months. That's all. So no more of this have a good life stuff.
You never know. You could die. I could die. The world could end. One of us could bump our heads and wander the streets for the rest of our life with amnesia. Or maybe one of us will decide they want something else.
None of those things will happen. I'll be back here. I will. I'll see you in 6 months. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good life.
Downstairs, the cast is going over preparations and taking care of finishing touches.
Can I have toupee tapes on my dress in the fall?
I'm a toupee tape. You hear that? I'm not wearing a toupee. It's Kirsty that's been wearing the toupee this whole time.
You have on makeup, you have on hair. What's the problem?
First of all, I don't want this to fall down and my breasts to hang out.
Hi. Later we'll be moving on to my proctologist where you'll see the real Ted.
What you're looking at is happening backstage. It's a team tradition for Jim Burrows to hug each cast member just before they go on. They're just about ready, so let's go down for the introduction of tonight's starting lineup.
Here they are, the cast of Cheers! Let's give them a big round of applause, everybody! John Ratzenberger, Rhea Perlman, George Wendt, Woody Harrelson, Kelsey Grammer, Kirstie Alley, Ted Danson!
So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for me to say so long and step aside so they can kick off the last episode of Cheers. Crank up the VCR. This should be a keeper.
This is the final episode. Let's do it.
Let's go!
Scenes A and B, let's do it. H1, please. Where's Gary Locke?
Annabelle, please!
All right, folks, first scene, here we go.
From the top,
Show 725, A and B, take one. Mark.